personally say that I know this is a different life that we're living. I understand that there's an economic hit that we're all taking. I do believe that the more aggressive we can be at flattening the curve, at reducing the peak early on, number one, it ensures that our medical resources can keep up and that the sickest in our community and the most vulnerable in our community are going to be able to have those medical resources that they need. And number two, knowing that this is complete community spread in our community, being very aggressive on the front and taking the economic hit that I know everybody's taking is going to shorten the time that we're taking the economic hit. So I do believe that aggressive measures now will get us through this time quicker, and it will be a sooner time that we can get back to the wonderful normal lives that we are used to living. Do this for, I keep hearing, and I think we've turned as a community, I'll be okay. Well, again, I'll say it. You might be okay, you're healthy, you're younger, your parents might not be okay, your grandparents might not be okay. So it is everyone's responsibility as a business owner, as a neighbor, as a family member, as a friend, to take these measures, aggressive measures, on a personal level. I absolutely have faith in this community. I have seen those of us right here, standing here, that represent so many sectors in this community, in Jefferson Parish, work together like we have never seen before. And so many times we do good work and we kind of stay in our own lanes, and in this past probably week and a half, I have seen more collaboration and more creativity and more discussions across sectors than I have ever seen before. And I think that that is the only way we're going to get through this as a community, is that all sectors are working together. Again, I want to repeat, do those things that you should know just very easily. You need to stay home if you are sick. The doctors say the best way to get on top of this thing, to stay in front of it, to reduce and flatten that curve, is to stay home if you're sick. Wash your hands frequently. Do not touch your face. Wipe frequently, touch surfaces very often, and of course engage in those things that you're seeing with the closures that we're doing. Engage in those social distancing practices. So, thank you. And as I mentioned, these are unprecedented times, and the hit on the private sector is a great one temporarily. I know personally I have ordered out and have had delicious meals from 4 restaurants the past couple nights, and I encourage all of you to do that through the drive-through and the pickup services, because who wants to cook every night? So with that, I want to invite our Todd Murphy, who is with our Jefferson Chamber, to speak about the private sector.
Thank you, Madam President. As you can see, we are surrounded. The people behind me are very, very talented. I think we have a very competent, efficient, and aggressive council that's going to work with our parish president, with our sheriff, our school system, to bring this back after this terrible situation that we're going through. So I represent the business, the Jefferson Chamber, and I'm here on behalf also of Jerry Bologna with JETCO, Tim Coulon with the Jefferson Business Council. My message to the business owners is that we are going to work with this council and with this parish president to get very creative in how we can work our magic in opening up everything for delivery. Whatever we can deliver, we're going to try to deliver to the homes. As someone that runs an organization of 8 employees, I understand the frustration. I understand how heartbreaking it is to send employees home to go work out of their homes, to postpone events, to put things off, all these things that we've planned. I get it. I'm living it as well. But I would ask that you please cooperate, be patient, help us. Give us your feedback on what we can do to be creative. You can go to jetco.org. There's a survey there that you can fill out. There's some information about loans that might be available to you depending on your situation. We are working at the Chamber at jeffersonchamber.org with our congressional delegation on SBA loans that might be available and some other opportunities. So we want your feedback. We'd ask you to go to those 2 websites. You can find us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Twitter. We're going to be out there communicating our message, but we need your input. But again, my message is, please help us, please cooperate, please do everything you can to let your employees work remotely. Find a 17-year-old that can show you the technology. You can pipe into all sorts of video conferencing and do everything remotely without bringing people in. So let's give this a chance so that we can flatten the curve. On behalf of the business organizations that are here, thank you very much.
Thanks again. We want to reiterate we can still support our local businesses, and it's certainly all of our intentions to do so. So these are the people who are the cornerstone of our community, and we want to make sure we help them get through this time. Also, we are committed to being great partners with our medical service providers. They are on the front line of this. I am in communication with them on a daily basis. So we stand ready to take any of our facilities and help them in any way we can. And I think you see many of those conversations going on through that community. Does anyone